Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei. The Cowboys football team came into the weekend 3-0 for the first time in 8 seasons. But the Pokes were 3.5-point underdogs at Tulsa on Saturday. Start of the fourth, Wyoming down 10. Sean Chambers rolls right, hits Aiden Eberhardt for a 53-yard touchdown. So the Pokes only down 3. Next Wyoming drive, Chambers on the run, gets the corner, he dives for the score. Wyoming up 4. But then Tulsa ball in the red zone. Shamari Brooks breaks a tackle, gets into the Golden Hurricane end zone to reclaim a 3-point lead for Tulsa. It was set up for some Cowboy heroics. 3rd and goal with a minute left. Chambers fakes, runs right, going for the end zone, but he loses the football. Tulsa recovers, and that's the game. Heartbreaking finish for the Cowboys. They would have almost certainly tied it with a field goal or gone for a touchdown on 4th down. The Pokes suffered their first loss of the season, 24-21, at Tulsa.
We certainly had a long period of time where we just couldn't get much going offensively. You know, we changed quarterbacks and tried to go through our playlist. I think we came up with some good answers, and it was good to have Sean back in there. I thought when he came back in, we had a little bit of a spark. Certainly it was a physical game. We've got quite a few guys that are banged up. Some status of some guys has been determined, but some of it's going to be almost until game time decision.
In the loss, 5 Pokes left the game injured and 4 did not return. Good luck to the Cowboys getting healthy before hosting UNLV Saturday night. And a former Cowboy is making us proud in the NFL. In his 2nd season, quarterback Josh Allen has the Buffalo Bills undefeated. But could he make it 3-0 yesterday, hosting the Bengals? The Bills Mafia certainly thinks so, some of the most devoted fans in the league. And Allen gives them something to cheer about in the first quarter. 3rd and 6, he finds Zay Jones across the middle for 23 yards. Then a few plays later, watch out for the beach ball. Allen on the move, he has Dawson Knox for the 1-yard touchdown. Bills get the 2-point conversion to go up 8-0. But then 3rd quarter, Allen under pressure. He's a big fella, escapes a little bit, but then he heaves it up, and it's picked off by Darius Phillips. Silly mistake leads to a Bengals touchdown. And late in the 4th, the Bills needed Allen down 3, and he makes something happen. Josh finds Knox wide open, and then watch this run after the catch. Stiff arms a defender, trucks another one. Excuse me, I have a date with the end zone. Not quite. Allen did hand it off to Frank Gore for the go-ahead score. Bills win, and Josh goes for 23 of 36 passing for 243 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Here you see the winning play, and Allen also had 46 rushing yards. Staying in the NFL, a team not accustomed to winning this season, the Broncos. But at the beginning of the game, 2nd quarter, they tie it up at 7. Philip Lindsay, the Colorado guy. Later in the 2nd, the game took a turn, tied at 10. Joe Flacco back to pass, but he fumbles it. Broncos look like they have it. Then it squirts free again. Those linemen not great-handed. And the Packers jump on it. The Cheeseheads steal our cheddar. So great field position for Green Bay. And on 2nd and goal, Aaron Jones runs it in for the 7-yard score. That's when things went downhill. Early 3rd, Jones runs outside for another touchdown. The Broncos lose 27-16 and still don't have a single sack on the season. Joe Flacco spoke about his team, which is now 0-3.
We're definitely going the long, hard way. And that's the kind of games we're in right now. We're in these hard fights, and if that's what's necessary, then I expect us to be able to do it. But obviously, somewhere in there, you want to make some big plays and score some touchdowns, before you get there. There's obviously things with wearing their defense out and things like that. But, at the end of the day, you're making it hard on yourself, and that's why we're having a tough time putting it all together right now.
Back in college football, Chadron State also lost a heartbreaker at Fort Lewis College. With 1:36 seconds left in a tie game, Fort Lewis scored the go-ahead touchdown. But Chadron showed a lot of heart to come back from deficits of 16-0 and 30-13 to tie the game at 30. Their quarterback, Dalton Holst from Gillette, was 25 of 50 passing for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. That included a 40-yard score to Riverton native Brandon Fullerton, who had 5 catches for 82 yards. And Natrona County grad Steven Brown had a ridiculous day with 151 return yards, 94 rushing yards, and 13 receiving yards. On defense, Gray Bowls Calder Forcella had 5 tackles, including 2 tackles for a loss. And we also have to shout out our 4A Golf State champions, the Kelly Walsh boys with a three-peat. Thunder Basin girls making history with their first ever Golf State title.
All right. I played golf for the first time in 2 years this past weekend.
Oh, yeah? And how'd it go?
Not well.
Course was rough, right?
Yeah, it was the conditions. It's always windy in Wyoming.
Yeah, it was very windy.
Blame
It was
the wind.
cold. Yeah, I didn't like it. But I love golf, though. We'll be right back.